Welcome back once again. Today we're talking about another update on Tesla. What's going on? With the coronavirus, it's thrown everything out of control, out of whack this past week. Uh, but I'm going to bring you some updates. There's some more news on Tesla that's not really hitting the news right now. So I'm going to highlight a couple stories that you may not want to be aware of because it's going to make you decide: do you really want to get involved with Tesla right now, or if you still want to hold off a little longer? So stay tuned. And brought to you by Weibo. If you haven't, or if you don't have a Weibo account, this is your last chance to get a Weibo account before they end this promotion. You open up an account, you get a free stock. Open up an account, get a free stock. And if you make a deposit to the account, you'll get another free stock. So you get two free stocks, one for opening the account, another one just for depositing any amount of money. And this offer ends, as you see, offer ends on March 17th. So great way to get involved. Open up a Webull account. I encourage you to check it out. Also, they're opening up options trading is going to open up this month as well. So another good news stories are going to come out later on this month. Once it comes out, I'll let you know. I'll let you know when that's possible, when they're going to make that happen. So if you don't know, I've been covering Tesla since late last year. Covered a couple different stories about Tesla going on. Tesla's the news. I started buying it before it hit that big surge. It happened at the end of last year. And my son even got a share of Tesla as well. And Tesla has been going crazy, especially with everything going with the coronavirus. So it's really throwing everything's out of control. But there's other news going on as well. This is earlier today. This is Monday when I'm shooting this. Tesla was sitting at 725, so it took a nice little jump this morning. I wanted to buy it earlier, but so I think I was having technical issues on one of my apps trying to buy the stock. But I did buy. I bought a share today. But then even after I bought it, some more news came out that made me think maybe I bought it too early. But you see here, it took a nice little. It's hovering around the 200s last year, and then around October, November timeframe, it started taking off again. You see that huge spike it made. And this is a quick snapshot of last week, how the stock was trading, up in the high 800s as you see here, and it starts to move down. Coronavirus news starts spreading, and I think that's where the news hit around the 28th of last week, and then Tesla's been trying to climb back up, trying to hold its ground. Overall the company is still good, even though the coronavirus is making all this news. Making all these bad things happen. Hopefully they get a cure and then end all this craziness going on. But this is really this is still a good company overall. It has a bright future. It's taken that electronic vehicle market to the next level. Other companies came out over 10 years ago, but they're not making as much noise as Tesla's making right now. Elon Musk is doing a great thing, trying to make a big change in how people drive, and a lot more people are signing up. A lot more people signed up for the Cybertruck. When it came out late last year, there's so many pre-orders in already for it. But this is the one stock I bought yesterday. I bought it for $6.97, and so I bought it just before it jumped up a little bit today. So I got it at the right time. But reading some more reports after I bought the share, I started thinking, maybe I bought it too early. But it's hard to tell. But long range, I think Tesla has a bright future. This is total what I own for Tesla. I own 26 shares, a little bit over $18,000 in shares, but I've made over $10,000 off of Tesla up to this point. 125% gain. I'm pretty happy with myself. Probably one of the best moves I made in the last year. And so, big picture, Kathy Woods, from Arctic Invest, she thinks Tesla could hit 6,000. I think she also talked about even going higher, but this is when I talked about Tesla hitting 6,000 a few months ago. So it has a bright future. It's already at over 6,000, or it's on the path to 6,000. Once this coronavirus gets settled and everything goes on, I think we'll get back to this point. Maybe not 5 years. It may be delayed, but we'll see how things go. Okay, this is one article I want to highlight really quickly. Tesla relied on the markets outside the U.S. to boost the revenue last year, as shown here. In orange here is the U.S. share. Had the greater share overall. China has this white line right here. The Netherlands has a small blue line you can barely see. Norway has this orangish or reddish line right here, another small line, hard to see. These other nations, in purple, showing a larger share. So just a quick little update. Tesla had a rough couple months in Europe because of what's been going on in terms of growth for last year. The U.S. car maker registered just 83 new cars in Norway last month. But listen to this: last year, by the same time, they had 1,016 vehicles registered during the same period. So it's a huge drop, at least 68%, down to 155 units. Excuse me. The registration plunged 68% to 155 units. Correction. Okay. Uh, the results are a bad omen for two of the only four countries in which Tesla breaks out revenue on a quarterly basis. Registrations in Norway and Netherlands during the last 2 months of the year were down 77% and 42% respectively, and that's against a soft year ago target. Comparison. Sales of the Model 3 were just getting underway in early 2019 and didn't pick up pace until later in the year. The Netherlands is home to Tesla's European distribution center, and Norway is one of Europe's biggest electric cars makers or markets. Revenue from the countries rose 65% and 48% in 2019, helping counter a 15% drop in the U.S., by far Tesla's largest market. In other news, Tesla stock rally set to snap a 5-day tumble. Morgan Stanley sees a notably weak first quarter. Shares of Tesla surged 5.3% Monday morning, putting them on track to snap a 5-day losing streak in which they tumbled 25% amid concerns of the impact of the coronavirus outbreak. The stock had lost 27% since the closing as a record as of February 19th. In the face of the sharp sell-off, Morgan Stanley analyst Adam Jones reiterated his underweight rating and $500 stock price target, which is 29% below the current levels, saying investors should prepare for a challenging first quarter as he believes consensus forecasts for revenue and free cash flow will likely be coming down a bit. Even before fully accounting for the broader impacts of the coronavirus, we expect first quarter 2020 to be notably weak as the Tesla works through the China production and the Model Y ramp and deals with potentially weaker demand in certain European markets. Okay, after a refreshing month, Tesla Bear predicts the biggest single stock bubble in this whole bubble market will hit zero. That's a little bit hard to imagine hitting zero, but there are some haters. There are some people that really don't like Tesla, and this one this one short seller, he really goes really against Tesla. He's really slamming Tesla pretty hard. This cash burning Musk vanity project is worth vastly less than his $130 billion enterprise value, says Mark Spiegel. While the bulls pick up pieces of a nasty February for the market, the long-serving brand of Tesla, 8% haters finally have cause for celebration. Count Mark Spiegel of Stanfield Capital among the latter. In a refreshing change, our Tesla short position worked well for us this month. So he brought up some great points. So I want you to really think about, you got to look, where Tesla is today and where they want to go. You got to look at, what he's trying to short. He's trying to make some money. Elon Musk is trying to build a company, build Tesla up even further. So there's a lot going on, a lot of information, hard to decipher sometimes. So you got to figure out what's best for you. Can you handle the turbulence that could happen with Tesla? Can you handle with the gyrations of going up and down in the market? I was in Tesla 2 years ago. I was seeing Tesla go from about 310 to about 400, just about 410. It kept going back and forth, trading sideways, and I couldn't handle it. So I got out of it. I got out with a gain, but I got back in again a little bit over a year ago. So I'm enjoying it because the future is so bright for this company. There's so much expectations coming out of this company. I mean, just they're making orders, producing a lot. And there's so much available for this company right now. So you've got to figure out what is good for you, what is best for you. Okay, so that was a little bit longer video today, but I wanted to give you a little more insight, more detail on what's going on with Tesla and some other noises going on other than with the coronavirus, which is taking all the attention right now. So if you have any questions, leave me a comment below. Best comment will get highlighted below. I've been doing that last couple of videos. So the best comment you leave, I'm gonna pin your topic. I'm gonna pin your comment below, and so it'll be seen by thousands, hundreds of people. Because I've got over 1,000 subscribers. I get a lot of viewers come by my channel, so you come by, check it out, because I wanna help you as well. I want to help you, support you, and whatever you're doing with your channel. But hey, check out the other videos. If you've missed the other videos on Tesla, check it out. And check out the other one. YouTube's going to recommend just for you, specifically for you. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. I'll bring you back in this Friday with another passive income video. Take care. Have a great day and enjoy the ride.